Welcome back to the live replay, everyone. I've got a voice again this week, so things will be back to normal. Today is February 16th, and we are going to keep working on Kristine's bullet journal. Today we're going to start November, and the prompt was Turkey, Fall, Thanksgiving. So I'm going to do a flip through while we kind of wait for people to join, and then we will get started on that. Welcome here, you guys. January, we did our snowflake theme. Hey, Penny. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys had a good weekend. February, we've got our brown tabby theme with her birthday month. Hey, everyone. Nicole, Penny, welcome here. Thanks for joining. I've got my voice back, but I'm still a little, just coffee, snotty, the aftermath, but feeling much better than last week. April, we did a little Rottweiler theme in the spring, and I know Melissa, Melissa's here already, but Melissa did a version of this theme. I think she said for her niece, and it turned out so cute. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Welcome here. May, we've got our library and iced coffee theme. June, we've got the baseball theme. And Kristine, if you're here already, just let me know, all right? I want to confirm that we're on the same page for November. July, we've got our 4th of July theme. Hey, Lauren. August is the back to school month. I am, Rachel. Still definitely not like 100%, I'm blowing my nose all the time, but I feel way better. Oh, thank you, Rosie. September, we've got our Nebraska Huskers football theme. And then October is what we just finished, sorry, at the end of last week. So we did a little Halloween theme. We've got our title page, a cleaning tracker, 2-page calendar, and we really leaned into the stacked calligraphy this month, which I love. We haven't done a lot of that yet in this journal, so I'm glad we got to take advantage of that. Just now, Laura, you haven't missed a thing. I'm just flipping through. Yes, we've got October with our little notes box down here. And then we used the side panel there for a stacked calligraphy heading and then a little Halloween doodle each week. And that is where we left off. Now, we were just about to launch into November. And I'm going to say again, Kristine, if you're here, let me know. Because I do want to confirm, because I know her original prompt was about Thanksgiving, turkeys, fall, that kind of stuff. But I know a couple of the themes she did change after I had written them down, and I don't remember if this is one of them. Yes, Chrissy, yes, let's do a Dutch door. I love that idea. Are you still wanting to go with turkey, fall, Thanksgiving, that kind of feel? Because the next step is to go into Pinterest to look for those doodles for you. Yes, okay, perfect. So let's head over to Pinterest then. And yeah, first step is we're gonna look for Thanksgiving and fall related doodles. And then we're gonna find a few different Dutch door layout options and take a vote on what we like. Okay, this is cute. Definitely got a lot of cute little food doodle options for this month. Very cute. I love the pies, the cozy blankets. Very fall. And again, I can't see your comments while I'm here in Pinterest, but I will catch up with them when I get back into TikTok. And yeah, Kristine, if you see something that you particularly like, feel free to comment, even though I won't see it right away, and maybe a mod can pin it so that I don't miss it when I get back. Okay, I feel like I have a decent variety already. Lots of food is kind of the theme. I feel like that's just what people think about when they think of Thanksgiving. It's just like all the different foods, you know? Turkey, pumpkin desserts, all that kind of stuff. These doodles are cute. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, this is kind of a cool idea. Like if you made a pumpkin look like it was quilted on or something. And just like kind of fall themed stuff. The little pumpkin cherries, that's kind of funny. Okay. Okay, I feel like I've screenshotted way too many things. I'm gonna pop back into TikTok for a sec and then let's find a Dutch door layout. I'm just double checking to see if there's any comment that I missed about one of those things that maybe Kristine particularly liked. Nope, okay. So I'm gonna jump back into Pinterest here. Well, actually, let me go into my photos first to remind you what kinds of things we saved. So this is kind of the direction that we're going in with doodles. I was looking for fairly simple doodles, but a variety. So lots of them had to do with food, pumpkins, pumpkin pie, turkey that's been cooked, turkey that's still living, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is what we got for pictures. Now let's go back to Pinterest, and with some of those visuals in mind, try to, I just want to, can I not get to my own boards without going all the way back here? With those visuals in mind, let's look at some cover designs and see what would kind of fit with what we saved. Just gonna tap on this one and scroll for a little bit. Okay, we could do, oh no, we're looking for Dutch door, right? Dutch door. Maybe I should scroll down till I find one that's a Dutch door, because then it will lead to other Dutch doors. I could search Dutch door in my board, but I don't know if I would get many hits. Where is a Dutch door spread? There's no way that's the bottom of my bullet journal board. What does it say, more ideas? No, this is still my board. I'm confused. Okay, here's a Dutch door. So we could definitely do this sort of thing here, but instead of oranges and like normal leaves, we could do like pumpkins and fall leaves, like a pumpkin pie, and do some like fall colored stacked calligraphy like that for November. That would be a Dutch door option. Let's see here. I'm just gonna screenshot pretty much any Dutch door that I see because there's not like a ton of options. Just trying to think of what we would do on this one. Like there must be. Okay, here's another Dutch door idea. What could we do that's like that? Like a big Thanksgiving doodle. I don't know. I'm gonna think on it while I look for more. Okay, we could do something where the month is written sideways. I like that. And then this is just washi tape behind, so we could choose fall colors and like neutral or sort of like earthy colors are definitely what I have most washi tape for. So I feel like we could find some really cute washi tapes to put behind. And then instead of these moths and stuff, obviously we would do Thanksgiving doodles. I'd say that's a pretty solid contender. Let's see if we can find one more. This is a Dutch door I did ages ago in a custom journal. It might have actually been a journal for Janelle now that I think of it. We've done a few for Janelle together. One more Dutch door idea. Huh? Okay, let's save this one and then maybe do like pumpkins and pumpkin pie instead of blueberries. We have done this, what theme did we use this for? I think it was a chocolate covered strawberries theme that we did. Was that Summer's journal? I want to say that was Summer's journal. Okay, I'm going to pop back into TikTok to see if I've missed any of your questions or any of your comments. And then once we're done there, we're going to come back to my photos and choose one of these Dutch door layouts to be our layout for the title page. Okay. Am I missing anything? Sorry, you guys, I never see any comments. I know you can download, but it just takes so much longer than just screenshotting. And I don't care if I get all the extra stuff around it. I am feeling much better this week. Still definitely in recovery phase. A lot of snot, a lot of coughing to do, but feeling better than I was last week. Okay. Let's go to some of the options that we saved then. I don't think I missed anything like vital in the comments of Kristine saying she wanted a certain thing. So refresher on some of the doodles that we saved here. So pumpkins, candy apples, pumpkin pie. Again, kind of just like fun pumpkin-y stuff. I thought this was very cute. Making like a patchwork pumpkin. Lots of pumpkins, lots of leaves, turkeys. Yeah, oh, apples, those are cute too. And we want to do a Dutch door for this month. So that's why I saved a bunch of Dutch door spreads. So let's choose which one we want. They're all quite different, I would say. So that's nice that we found a bit of a variety with our Dutch door options. So option one would be doing some stacked calligraphy. Of course, we would choose different colors and it would say November, but then behind the Dutch door is where most of the doodles would be. So think pumpkins, fall leaves, maybe pumpkin pie, I don't know, things like that would be hiding behind the cutout. So that's going to be option one. Option 2 would be this one here. Looks like they've got washi tape or just some paper behind. So we could do craft paper. I don't have a lot of scrapbooking paper. I don't really use that a lot in my own journals. So it's basically craft paper or washi tape is what I would have to make that solid fill behind. But yeah, we could do the whole picture frame thing and then put, yeah, like somebody said, like a top-down view of a table at Thanksgiving. I think that would be cute. We could have like a gingham tablecloth and then like fork and knife and maybe a piece of pie or something on the plate. I think that'd be really cute. And then maybe some fall leaves down here or something like that. And then it could say November on here or behind here. November with a little calendar. I don't know, something like that. But that's what I'm thinking for this one. That will be option 2. Whoop, whoop. Option 3 would be to write the title for the month sideways on the page and then kind of cut around the bumps of the letters. And again, we'd fill the back page here with some washi tape or craft paper. And then over here, instead of doing moths, we could pick some fall doodles or some Thanksgiving doodles. The pumpkins is definitely a popular theme that came up in our pictures, so I would lean towards doing pumpkins and pumpkin related things. But if Kristine wants like a turkey or something like that, we could work that into there as well. That's going to be option 3. And then option 4, again, I feel like this one would be easiest with pumpkins, but we could certainly mix in other elements too. It wouldn't have to be just pumpkins, but kind of just cutting a wavy line, filling the space with Thanksgiving doodles, and then putting a title for November over here. Whether we do it with a little calendar or maybe stacked calligraphy in the corner for November or write November along the side, we could figure that out, but that would be kind of our starting point. I'm just gonna check TikTok, make sure I haven't missed anything, and could I get a moderator to start a poll for me? Perfect. Okay, so poll is up in the top left-hand corner below my name. These are the options. So again, we're doing Thanksgiving doodles on one of these options. Option 1, pumpkins and stuff behind, stacked calligraphy on the page in front. That's 1. 2, kind of top-down view of a Thanksgiving plate, fall doodles, November, and then some kind of paper behind. That's 2. 3, flip it on the side, write November, fill this space with fall doodles, and cut around the letters. That's 3. 4 is to cut a wavy line and fill this space with Thanksgiving sort of doodles and write November somehow, somewhere over here. That's option 4. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. And of course, no matter which layout we choose, the theme is fall, Thanksgiving, pumpkins, turkeys, that kind of stuff. Quick sip of tea, and let me join you guys back on TikTok. When am I gonna post my March layout? I just colored it last week. Yes, I can do a flip through of October. Oh, thanks for the follow, Gabby. Flip through. Yes, I can do a quick flip through. And which option 1? Option 3. I don't even remember what that one is. I'm just going to do a very abbreviated flip through of the first few months. Now that we're so deep into the journal, flip throughs take a long time, which I like doing, you know, flipping through the whole thing once or twice on a live, but this time I'm just going to do covers until we get to maybe September. We'll flip through the whole thing so that if you've just missed a couple of days, you can see what you've missed. June. Oh yes, the month on its side, right. July, 4th of July. August, back to school. September was Nebraska Huskers football team, Cornhuskers. Wait, I'm confused. Use Canva? Sorry, girl, I'm lost. I'd love to answer your question, but I am a little bit lost there. October, we did a Halloween theme with a lot of fun stacked calligraphy. And then we are going to jump into November right here. So let me get set up on my iPad. I just need to pull up the month and everything. Yeah, I know Canva is an app, but I just don't know what she's talking about. Like, she was asking how I'm going to cut the cover, which I assumed was the cover page, which I'm going to cut with scissors. That's why I'm confused. I know what Canva is. I've got Canva Pro, Premium, whatever it's called. I am an avid Canva user. Okay. Before I actually flip this on its side, let's choose some colors. And Kristine, if you have any like priority doodles that you want included in there, let me know. Also priority colors. I'm guessing we're going with like kind of an orange, brown, very fall color palette, but of course feel free to request something different. Where is the orange that I'm thinking of? Come on now. Tombow 947, where are you? You know what, I bet my sister took it. She, over the Christmas holidays, took a bunch of my markers. And I made her give back my favorite one that she took, but I was a sucker. I let her keep the others. So that's probably where it disappeared to. Thanksgiving and fall. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. Thanks for the follow. Okay, let's start swatching some colors then. I'm thinking, I don't know, I feel like orange is a good place to start. Oh, made the pictures I was showing. Oh, I see. Yeah, nope, I did not make the pictures that I was just showing for inspiration. I found those on Pinterest. I see. Okay, that makes sense. I was so confused because I was like, what do you mean I'm gonna cut into this paper using Canva? I know Canva is powerful, but not that powerful. Okay. Let's choose an orangey sort of color. And I'm picturing this for like pumpkins, pumpkin pie, that kind of stuff. So choose an orange that suits that application. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she must have my Tombow 947. That's too bad because I do use that one a lot. But life goes on. We'll be okay. Just gonna do a quick check and see if somehow suddenly I have a better orange in my acrylic markers that I have up here. No, I don't think I do. Okay, let's just, sorry guys, we're gonna get a poll going in the top corner. Nicole, would you mind starting a 4-option 1-minute poll for our orange color? And this is all from a previous, let's ignore that while we're voting for this one. That was a name page that we did at the end of last week. So we'll get a poll going up there. And yeah, we're choosing a fall color palette, starting with our orange. And so choose an orange. Honestly, we might even want to do 2 of these, like a light one and a dark one, because I feel like we'll need more than one orange with this theme. Okay, I can get a poll going. Sorry, you guys. Just a sec here. Poll, custom, 4 options. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if someone else was on it, so I just left it. But option 1, 2, 3, or 4, again, primarily for like pumpkins, pumpkin pie. Choose something that fits that sort of vibe. And then I'm thinking we add like what, a yellow, a brown, maybe a green to complete our Thanksgiving palette. I was swatching some, these are the acrylic markers again, they're so fun. I was choosing a little February. I've been doing my like journaling pages, decorating them instead of just writing about my days, and it's been so fun with those acrylic markers. That's what I did on Sunday. Pull for the second one. We're just voting for this right now. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, the other pages all have like personal diary entries on them. Otherwise, I would totally show you. That I'm actually trying to figure that out right now because I wanted to share a picture on Instagram. And I thought, oh, I'm sure I can just blur the text. Like surely Canva or like I use Lightroom for my editing has something to blur the text. And I spent like an hour trying to figure it out this morning and I still haven't figured out how to blur the text. So I'm gonna have to keep working on that so that I can hopefully post it at some point. Okay, so how much did that win by? Oh, a lot. Okay, you guys love the bright colors this time. Okay, I tried on Canva and I used their brush and blur, but it just turned it into a huge gray glob. You know, like it just, maybe Procreate. That's an idea. I could put a box of solid color, but like, I would like it to look like there's still text there. You just can't read it, you know? And so when I tried it on Canva, it just like, you could tell exactly where my brush, because you have to like brush on an area, you could tell every like crooked line that my brush had drawn, and then the whole thing inside was just a gray glob because it like blurred the white of the page and the black of the pen together, and that's not what I'm looking for, you know? Yeah, I did do the intensity thing, but still all it does is make it into a gray blob with a very defined outline of where my brush was. And I just, yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a better way. Cleanup feature. Okay, I've never tried that before. Alrighty, we've got an orange. Okay, a yellow, maybe a brown. I know, it's so annoying. I thought it would be so easy, but I tried like 3 different methods this morning and they all just looked very poorly done. So, I'm kind of thinking I might just build the rest of the color palette as we go according to what we need. Because orange is probably going to be the main color. Although, what color should I do for the text? Thanks for the follow, Mandy. What color should I do for the text? We'll definitely need some brown in there for like pie crust, and if we do a turkey and stuff like that, we'll do some brown. But yeah, here's how it's gonna look, is we're gonna have November written across here, and then a bunch of fall doodles over here. So we've got a deep red for the text. I could bring in red. Is that a Thanksgiving-ish color? A deep red. Okay, people like deep red. Let's see here. I would love for it to be a brush pen if I'm going to use it for the lettering. And definitely, I think my best reds are not brush pens, but let's check. You think 4? I feel like 4 could work actually. Let's include 4 in the lineup. Yeah, like a burgundy. That one is very brown, but it is actually still red. And then that one's more of a burgundy. Okay, so now bear in mind, we are locked in with number 2. That's gonna be kind of our main orange for like pumpkins and stuff. Okay, let me get another poll going here. Sorry, you guys. And a few of you may have noticed that I followed you over the weekend on TikTok. Sorry, I didn't follow you anywhere creepy. I just followed you on TikTok. If I followed you and you're okay with being a moderator, could you let me know? Because I need to follow people and then add them as a moderator. And yeah, I just kind of went through my list of top viewers and I was like, yeah, I see these people there all the time. Maybe they'd want to moderate. No pressure though. 1, 2, 3, or 4 pairing with this orange for our fall kind of Thanksgiving theme. Lauren's happy to mod. Mama Christy. Okay, thank you guys for letting me know. Whitney, okay. Perfect. I could use 1 and 4. Yeah, we could certainly bring both of them in. Oh, right, you're going back to Korea. Okay, so 1 and 4 were very close. I'd say we can just bring them both in. That seems fine. Oh, I put our orange away, didn't I? Okay. And then I think the rest of the palette, I'll just kind of build as needed. So maybe, since we won't have a lot of like deep red, like doodles, I think. Let's use one of these two colors for writing November. And then we can bring in, wait, oh, these are the ones I want to keep out. There we go. And then we'll write the doodles after that. Oh, no worries, Nicole. No worries. Okay, so let's write November and then fill the rest of the space with Thanksgiving sort of doodles. You think 4 red for the title? Okay, sure. I'm fine with that. Thanks for sharing the live, Carrie. Okay, November, and I want to fill kind of this whole side and leave maybe like 4 dots as kind of my lowest point. Is that the wrong one? I think it is. I must have laid them down in the wrong order. Sorry, you guys. Let's see if that one will just cover it. I might just need to do a second coat of everything. Another coat to make it blend in with me having to darken up the first letter to cover it. And then we'll add a little drop shadow and start doing some fall doodles. I agree, I actually like the dark shade. Where's my gray? Oh, cool, Carrie. Like signs and stuff? Thanks for sharing the live, Shelby. How was everyone's weekend? Hey, Anne. Oh, cool. Porcelain. Nice. Tried doing a few of those for my mom. She loves that kind of stuff, like signs with Bible verses and stuff like that. That's her thing. She's got them everywhere. Tried doing a few of those for my mom, but it's hard getting the, like, painting on a rough surface like that. It just doesn't look nice when I do it. Yeah, I had a very low-key weekend too, as I always do. I feel like I ask you guys about your weekend, and I'm like, yeah, and I have nothing to report. We stayed home as usual. We did, well, every Sunday after church, we've been going to public skate just for a bit. I think we were only there for like half an hour this week. But my 3-year-old is learning how to skate. Wait. There we go. Yeah, my 3-year-old is trying to learn how to skate. So we've been taking him every Sunday because it's hard to find a good time because public skate at the arenas is like always Sunday afternoon, right during nap time. And he's still a napper. So we go for like a tiny bit after church, but not really long. We could go to the outdoor rinks, but they're just so much like rougher, and people can play hockey there, you know, like at least public skate is no sticks. So it's a better learning environment. So we've only been able to take him really on Sunday afternoons, but I think he's making some progress. Okay, so we're gonna fill this space with fall doodles over here, and then choose a washi tape or craft paper to layer behind the Dutch door here. So let me just scroll through my pictures here to go back to some of our doodles that we saved, and then I'm gonna get going. So for sure pumpkin pie. We can do some leaves. Leaves, little like socks or something. I'm just looking at pictures here. We could do corn. We did use corn just one time in the corn huskers theme. What I'm trying to decide is if I should do a turkey, and if so, if it should be cooked or just a living, breathing turkey, or one of those like pilgrim hats. You know, like I'm trying to decide which of the like strictly Thanksgiving doodles I should do, because I feel like most of the other ones are quite just like fall. Yeah, I could do a cornucopia. I feel like we didn't really choose a cover that lends itself well to like one big feature doodle, and I feel like a cornucopia would be perfect as that. Do the hat. Okay, I could do the hat for sure. That's no problem. Yeah, we could do some maple leaves. You think I should do turkey, huh? Wait, did someone say living or cooked? Cooked turkey, okay. Okay, so let's maybe do pumpkin pie, the hat, a cooked turkey, fill the space with some leaves. I think that might be enough for now. So pumpkin pie, hat, and turkey are gonna be our bigger doodles, and then we'll fill the space with other things too as we need. So I think I'm gonna put a cooked turkey like over here. Let's start with that because it looks more challenging. Well, not actually. Looks pretty decent. Okay, so I'm just gonna do, just looking at my reference picture here. Okay, so basically you have like an oval. And then you have the bones sticking out, little drumsticks. And I would love to not have to outline this whole theme in black, but we'll see as we go if it looks like it needs it or not. Okay, so I do definitely want to get a brown in here to add. Where's my brown that I'm looking for? Let's add the drumstick here. And the little wing over here. Then we'll put them on a plate. Oh, whoops, I forgot to align that part. Okay, little cooked turkey on a plate there. And then let's do a pumpkin. Hey, Terry. Oh, thank you, Savannah. Oh yeah, I am gonna, since we're so close to finishing this journal, we have 2 themes and then the yearly spreads. So next week will be our last week in this journal. I am opening up the next journal spot next week. Tuesday is my plan. So I'm gonna post more of the details on Instagram, but it is now live on my site if you wanna like take a look at the options, the prices, that kind of stuff. I know I always get a lot of questions about that. and it's easier for me to just direct you there instead of answering each question individually. So yeah, you can check out my just RyleeAutumn.com. It's right at the top, and it will be live next week. So if you're interested, you can head over there. Okay, there's our pumpkin. Let's do a pumpkin pie and then the hat. Maybe I'll do the hat first and then fit the pumpkin pie in there. The hat, is it usually dark gray? The picture I'm looking, oh, brown, dark gray, dark brown. What do you think? The one picture that I'm looking at, well, most of the pictures I'm looking at are in black and white because they're just little doodles. Oh, thanks, Miranda. I know, this journal has flown pretty quickly. Is this week 4 of working on it or week 5? I'm trying to remember. We started it on a Monday, so we're exactly, I want to say 4 weeks in, but maybe it's 5. I feel like I need to darken up my turkey lines a little bit. How would this brown look? Oh yeah, that's a bit better. They're usually black. Okay, if they're black, then I'm going to do a very deep gray because I don't think I want to introduce black on this page here. So let's do the hat just over here, a little cutout for the buckle. Okay, and then what color is the strap going around it and the buckle on the strap? Yellow gold. I feel like this is a very American Thanksgiving doodle. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, Canadians, but I feel like I never picture this hat when I think of Thanksgiving. Okay, I think I'll do like just a light tan strap and then yeah, a gold buckle. Yeah, it's an American thing. I know, I feel like so many things about Thanksgiving between Canada and the States are similar, but this one seems very American. Okay, got that. Let's do our alrighty. And then we'll do a pumpkin pie over here. And I'm thinking, don't worry, I will add to that to bring it to life. Put it in a pie pan. All right. Oh, you're right. I guess this is apple. I just saw a cute doodle and I wanted to copy it. All right, let's add some leaves. We can do we'll do a simplified maple leaf. Yeah, I definitely said pumpkin and then just saw the first pie, or drew the first pie that I saw on the page. So we'll say this one's apple. We can do a pumpkin later in the theme. I feel like pumpkin looks better as a slice with like a glob of whipped cream on top. Whereas for this space, I thought maybe a whole pie would be nice. Let's color those. Oh, thank you, Shelby. Okay, and then I think we'll just fill the rest of the space with some little like sparkles, stuff like that. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do that in black or not. Maybe brown? I'm gonna try doing some in brown, and if we don't like it, then we'll do black. I feel like the brown is working okay. What do you think? Brown is looking good. I think it's good. Okay, then we'll just stick with it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm always hesitant to bring in black because I don't like getting locked into having to outline every single thing in black. I know sometimes it just looks better and sometimes you just gotta do it, but if I can get away with not, I usually like it better. Thanks for the follow. Alrighty, so we've got our doodles down. I do want to add a little bit of white gel pen, and then let's choose some washi tape or craft paper to put behind this. So I'm just going to do the white gel pen and then pull out some options. It says November, just on its side. Be filled in darker? Yeah, we could fill it darker. Sure. I'll just give it a second coat here. Good call. All right. So that's what we're working with for now. Now, options for the background. Oh, sorry guys. Option 1 is going to be craft paper. And then let me grab some washi tape options as well. We've got a bunch of these like plaid ones that would be close to a color match with some of our color. Maybe not that close. Okay, let me go check my, I've got a whole big box in the closet full of washi tape. Let me check there. These might be some of my top contenders here. So we've got the craft paper. We've got, I feel like that one could kind of fit with this theme, but the others are maybe a little on the pink side. We've got that. Okay. And then I've got this one, which is very green, but it does have the red. Like, I feel like that red is very similar to this. This is one of my favorite washi tapes ever. This one is like, I don't even know. Kind of looks like leopard print, but it's not, but it's very much like browns and just like a, you know, I don't want the washi tape to be too doodly because the doodles are here. So the other style that I was thinking was doing like some writing behind it. Like this one just looks like a handwritten note. This one looks like a newspaper, but kind of orangey. And then this one's like a newspaper, but more white. Tortoiseshell, that's the word. Thank you. Hey, Shirley. Okay, so let me see. I'm kind of leaning towards ruling this one out. Even though I love it, I just feel like it doesn't quite fit as well as the others. And I don't want to vote between a million options, so let's see here. I'm going to set this up in a way that we can see everything in order. And whatever it is going to go behind here. So let me, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, that's a lot of options, but I'm going to put them all out there. Let me just get a poll going here. Poll, custom, 6 options, 1 minute. I can do 6, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So poll is up, that little blue and white icon below my name. We're trying to choose what we want to tuck under this Dutch door. So option 1 would be to fill this space with this plaid washi tape. Option 2 with the tortoiseshell, 3 with the handwritten note, 4 with an orange newspaper, 5 with the white or sort of cream newspaper, and then 6 with craft paper. So go ahead and cast your vote up in the little poll right below my name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 to tuck under our Dutch door here. Okay, darkening those up was definitely a good move. I really like how this cover page turned out. You don't have a poll, Lace, is your comments box open, like the box to type a comment? Because that will make it so that the poll thing doesn't show up. Either that or if you're on a computer. Those are the only 2 valid reasons why it shouldn't show up. Otherwise, if it's not showing up, it's just a mistake. Okay, option 1 by a landslide. Okay, sounds good. Let me tuck the rest of these away so that I don't have a million washi tape rolls rolling around on my desk. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and while I was there, I remembered this adorable, these are stickers, like PET stickers. So if we ever want to use any of these in this theme, we certainly can. I'll bring those out. Thanks for the follow, Alicia. Okay, so let me cover This is one of those washi tapes that drives me crazy because it has a backing. Thank you, Joy, for the follow. All right, let's line that up with the edge. Oh, I didn't go all the way to the bottom. Silly me. Okay. And that like just barely covers. I'm wondering if I should add one more row just to make sure we don't, you know, we can see like a tiny, tiny bit of white over there. So maybe I'll just add one more row just to be safe. And now, Kristine, I would love to hear from you. The page behind, we could do your calendar with no notes box and put it behind here. Otherwise, I would probably just leave this page, maybe like add some stickers or some small doodles, but just kind of leave it open for you if you want to, you know, just like write some journal entries or paste in some pictures or something like that. That's kind of the awkward thing about doing Dutch doors in custom journals, is that you either get less of a calendar spread, like less of a next page spread, or you get just like an open page that you didn't necessarily need, but you can just, yeah, exactly. That's what I would do, Rachel, if it were my journal, is just use it for memories. So I'd love to hear from you, Kristine, with what you would like. I could place a few stickers and do a few doodles and leave it open for you. Okay. Yeah, and then you can use it, yeah, to plan Thanksgiving or to write down memories or whatever you like. I was showing you, that's basically what I've been doing. Like, this is just like my journaling journal that I just like write about my thoughts, prayers, stuff like that. And I used to just like write in it, but lately I've started decorating it just in advance. And then whenever I feel like writing, I have a page ready to write on. So this will be kind of that sort of idea, just a page that you can use when you want a pretty page to write something on. All right, let me get these scraps up. Oh, thanks, Camilla. Yes, I do make these. We've been working on this one. I'm thinking this is week 4, but we started in January and we've worked our way all the way through to November of 2027 for Kristine. So we're getting so close to being done. We've only got the 2 months left. And then the yearly spreads. I can't forget about those. All right, let's do her cleaning tracker. Where did I put my light gray? Here it is. Thanks for the follow, Mallory. Yes, we'll do this page next, Lauren. I'm just gonna do the cleaning tracker while we're still here. And yeah, Kristine, if you want me to put a heading on it, like memories or Thanksgiving or November, if you just want to kind of journal about the month, you can let me know. If not, I'll just leave the heading blank and just do a few stickers and doodles for you. Or stickers or doodles if you just like one or the other. No, this whole journal is actually for 2027, Amber. So whenever someone orders a custom journal, they get to choose when they want it to start. And Kristine already has a journal for 2026. She's using my pre-made journal for that year. And so this one is just a full 2027 journal. Thanks for the follow. And for those of you asking about like price and stuff, it always varies depending on like the number of months and whatever. But if you want to get a more accurate estimate, I actually just opened the listing on my site. Not for sale yet. The listing will only be available starting next week. but it is there so that you can go look at it and kind of size it up and see if it's the right move for you. So you're welcome to go check that. Just RyleeAutumn.com. It's like right at the top before you even get into my other products. You can see what it's like. Puzzle piece, thank you for the reminder. It is not there today. And I'm just trying to see. November would work? Okay, perfect. I didn't want to miss Kristine's response. Weekly. Stickers and or doodles. Okay, sounds good. Cleaning tracker. I might like put it on a banner or something and then just carry through the maple leaf doodles and sparkle doodles to fill the rest of that space as well. But maybe I'll write it in white gel pen on a just very simple little banner in our red. So we'll do that. I'm going to darken up the back of the banner in a sec. I'm just going to let it sit for a little. I'm just going to darken up the back part, Katie, because I want to make sure that I have enough kind of wiggle room with my adding layers to add that sort of dimension to it. I don't know if that made any sense, but it made sense to me. Thanks for the follow, Queen JC. Did any of you guys have to work today, or did everyone get the day off? I know my husband got the day off, which was lovely. I got to sleep in. Thanks for the follow, Moni. Sorry for the coughing, you guys. Definitely still recovering. Aw, thanks, Mallory. Day off, nice. Oh, your husband doesn't? Brutal. My husband is always surprised by stats, like, and I am too, because why would I pay attention to stats? You know, I don't have kids in school, I don't work. But he's always, like, he told me on Friday, oh, apparently Monday's a stat, so I've got the day off. So it's always like a pleasant surprise. We're like, oh, nice. Bonus day off that we didn't realize we were getting. No, work from home with the baby. Oh, I'm sorry, Mama Christy. That's brutal. Oh, a stat is like, it just has to be recognized, or like it's a nationally recognized holiday. I don't know, what would you guys call a stat? It's statutory holiday. For us here is Louis Riel Day, but I know in lots of Canada it's Family Day. And for you guys it's President's Day, hey, for in the States. That's what my husband said. He works online, so he's got like coworkers from all over the place. So yeah, for him it's Louis Riel, but for everyone else it's something different. Oh, bank holidays. Okay, yeah, so that we just call them statutory holidays. Family Day, yeah. Louis Riel was a Métis leader I honestly don't remember that much about him, but I do remember we had to go to the Louis Riel Museum when I was a kid. It was like, here's a tuft of his hair. Here's the hood that he wore when he was hanged. And it was like just a lot of grim artifacts from his life. Okay, let's do cleaning tracker. Yeah, I know, we were in grade 5 and we were like, what the heck? Why are we seeing all these like recreations of him being executed? But part of our history. All right. There we go. I might give that white gel pen a second coat in a sec, but I do want to let it dry. Now we're gonna do on the next page behind our Dutch door, we'll do a November heading, and then I'm thinking I'll put like a couple of stickers over here, maybe some over here, and then add some of our leaf and sparkle doodles to kind of tie that all together. But let me choose some stickers. These rolls are so long, like they never end. There's so much variety. They're so cute. Okay, let's do one of these wagons with a pumpkin on it. We'll do that as like kind of our bigger sticker down in the corner. And then oh, Molly, sorry. One journal usually takes me around a month. So this one we started 4 weeks ago today, and we're set to finish it early next week, I would say. Or maybe middle of next week. Let's be a little bit more pessimistic just in case. But so probably 5.5 weeks for this one. Sorry guys, I'm just choosing a bunch of random stickers and trying to let that white gel pen dry at the same time, so that's why I'm not showing you a whole lot. Kind of layer a few down here. And then I'm gonna write November up here. It's all me, Camilla, that's why I only take a few. Like I only take one at a time. So like this year I've been saying I am having a baby in the summer, and so I'm expecting that I will only be able to take, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 orders this year. So it's not a lot, but I do have like other products that I sell much more of. That's kind of my main thing. This is just kind of my fun thing that also helps people to find me. But my main thing that I do is actually the pre-made journals like this. So I sell, these are still hand-drawn, but obviously printed in bulk and then used as like a coloring book, planner, hybrid. So you can practice your calligraphy, you can color in the doodles, and then use it as your planner for whatever year. It's not dated, so you can use it anytime. But yeah, this is my main thing. Thanks for the follow, Kat. So Tashina, read your name wrong. The fully customs are only available one at a time. Like I said, I'm set to finish this one next week, so I'll be opening another spot next week. That information is available on my website, RyleeAutumn.com, the time of when it's going to be launched, the price, all that kind of stuff. So you can check that out if you would like. Nicole, I need you to take an espresso blank and drop it a couple times. You're funny. Oh, I do have an espresso B grade sitting on my shelf. So yeah, the bulk one. Yes. The bulk one's available anytime. It's $50. You can use my code livestream to get an extra 10% off. And yeah, you can just find it on my website, RyleeAutumn.com, or linked in my bio. These are available all the time. And if you do decide to order anything and you want any personalizations or anything, I do all of the personalizations on my live stream as well. Usually closer to the end of the week, we have kind of a personalization live. Thanks, Lovey. Yeah, due in the summer. Wait, I should use my little sticker tweezers. I just don't remember where they are. Yes, code livestream for a discount. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, thanks, Tashina. I appreciate your order. I don't know if we're having a boy or girl. No, we haven't found out for any of our kids. So this will be number 3 for us. Oh, thank you, Carl. I only work on these on my live stream, which is usually about 2 hours a day, Monday to Thursday. So I put in about 8 hours a week. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good for stickers for now. I'm gonna write November across here and then add some of our sparkles and then see if it needs anything more. Thanks for the follow. I know, Katie, I feel like everyone says that and we're like, it's either gonna be a surprise now or a surprise then. Like, what's the big deal with waiting? Thanks, Sam, for the follow. Sorry, you guys, got some lingering lingering frogs in the throat. Joy, I don't, sorry, you guys. I don't have any like pre-made budgeting journals, but if you do order a custom journal, you can choose whatever pages you want. And in the pre-made journals, there are blank pages every month, as well as blank pages at the beginning of the year if you just want to add some budgeting spreads. But yeah, I don't have anything specifically aimed towards budgeting. Thanks for the follow, Morningstar. Oh, I thought that was Morningstar, and now when I said it out loud, I was like, wait, am I wrong? Don't censor me, TikTok. I did this full-time in 2020, 2021, and 2022, and then took quite a break after having my first and then second baby. So yeah, it's been like 6 years since I started, but I took about 2 or 3 years off. Okay, good. It's Morningstar. Okay, good. When I said it out loud, I was like, wait a second. Is TikTok gonna think I said something different and then decide to flag my live? Oh wow, 16 followers in the last 5 minutes. Thank you so much, you guys. For those of you who are new, yeah, my name is Rylee. And like I said, I've been doing this for on and off for the past 6 years. I've got 2 going on 3 kids, and so this is my like nap time and nighttime side hustle that allows me to do something I really love and be home with my kids, which I'm so, so grateful for. So thank you for your support. We come on live together every day, Monday to Thursday, to work on these journals. So definitely come again. Love to have ya. All right. Yes, this journal will have yearly spreads, and I haven't done those yet, so I need to do that at the end. That's going to be my last step. We also haven't done your charms and cover design, I realized, Kristine. I never meant to like put them off. I just didn't do them at the start, and then I haven't done them since. Oh, thank you, Joy. Yes, the next custom will be next week, Tuesday. Next Tuesday, 3 p.m. EST, first come, first serve. Okay, I want to let that dry for a sec. I do want to go over this a second time, so maybe I'll do that while we let that dry. I don't know how much it'll help, but I just want to try to make it as bold as possible on the red. I find that red and like black or a very, very dark navy are the two colors that the white gel pen kind of has trouble covering because it like picks up some of the ink and just, you know, looks light pink instead of looking a crisp white like it does on most colors. I don't really know if this second coat is making a difference, but that's okay. We'll do it anyways. And then we will choose a calendar layout for her next page. Thanks, Camille. All right, so this is what we've got so far for November. We've got our title page, cleaning tracker, and then just kind of an open doodling page, journaling page. It's behind the Dutch door, so it's just kind of extra. Next, we're going to choose a calendar style. So option number 1, and we can get a poll going in a sec if you're able, Nicole. Option number 1 is going to be this style of calendar where we do a full outline and then have highlighted dots for the days. That's option 1. Option number 2 is going to be a partial outline like this with highlighted rows for the dates. So option 1, option 2, but of course, whichever option we choose, it's going to be using this color palette. There is the poll right below my name. So let me give you a few more examples. Again, it's this color palette, this theme, but these are the layout options. So option 1, full outline with colored dots for the days versus option 2, partial outline with highlighted rows for the dates. So there's another option or another example of option 1 with the dots for the days. Here's another example of option 1. And then May. Yes, Katie, that's actually more like how I use it. I use an empty journal as my planner because I like to have a full page per day. And then my pre-made journal as just kind of a spot for like daily diary and short diary entries and stuff, like a few sentences a day. So this was option 2 example. This was option 1 in the poll there. Go ahead and cast your vote. And I should go ahead and pull up my calendar app here. November of 2027, option 2. Okay, sounds good. Let me grab the fine liner that I use for that. So 2027, November, let me just double check. Yes, should have 1 day missing from the top row. 3, 6, 8. Okay, there we go. Pricing is up on my site, RyleeAutumn.com, the very first listing that you'll see at the top or linked in my bio. And yes, the customer Customer picks all the themes. They pick the pages. Like this isn't just like a default page. This is what Kristine chose. Same with like calendar notes. You don't need to do that. You could do, you know, a mood tracker, a habit tracker, and a brain dump or something. Like you can choose whatever you want. All right, now I'm thinking colors here. If we want to cycle through kind of maybe these 4 colors because they're lighter, or maybe just 3. Or if we want to do all one color like we did in September. Thanks for the follow, Molly. You can't click the link. So for 12 months like this, so yeah, this is a full 12-month journal, doodles on every page. This one is roughly $500. It's hard to give you an exact. You can use the code livestream for a discount. I also don't know what currency you're talking, but roughly $500, which is why I know that's not for everyone. It's just because of the time it takes, you know, that comes down to less than $3 per page. And we obviously put a lot of thought into each page, but that's why I offer this option, which is also completely hand-drawn, but you use it more like a coloring book, and it is literally 10% of the cost. It's $50. It's got 30 more pages than this type of journal does. So this is the best fit for most people, but this is for some, and I'm very thankful that some people are interested in that because it's my favorite part of the job is getting to do these hand-drawn journals. I'm just gonna start going in with some colors here. Thanks, Slick Off. So lots of the markers that I end up using are these Tombow dual tip brush pens. Anything water-based will work. Alcohol markers will not work. They will soak through no matter how thick your paper is, which these are super thick. These ones are Tombow dual tip brush pens, but if you're looking for a beginner recommendation of what you should buy, I would say the Crayola Super Tips because they're very affordable and you get a ton of colors. Oh, sorry, I don't know how to say your username. Shugnite something. The buyer chooses as much as they want to. So Kristine is here. She's the one who ordered this journal. And so she gave me the prompt, Thanksgiving, turkey, fall. So she chose that, and then we chose how to put that together. You know, like there's so many like micro decisions that go into designing a page. And if she wants to choose all of those and send, okay, I want these exact doodles on this type of cover page layout, she absolutely can. Most customers don't want that level of control because there's just so many tiny decisions. So they give me as much detail as they want. And then if they want to join the lives, she totally can override whatever poll she wants. And she has a few times where we'll vote for one thing and she'll say, actually, I like this one better. We always default to her. But yeah, that's just kind of the system we have. The customer can be as general or as specific as they want, and then we choose everything else. And if they're here, they can veto those choices at any point. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I feel like my order form is already miles long, letting people choose like, okay, what themes do you want? What pages? What colors do you like? Do you like stickers and craft paper? Do you like stamps? Do you not? I feel like it would take a million years to fill out if I, you know, gave them, okay, so for your November fall theme, which of these, you know, cover layouts fits what you're looking for? So lots of those little decisions end up being made by us instead. Which normally, like, when I used to do this more full-time, back in 2020. I never did this on live. I didn't share any part of the process. I would just share a flip through. So like I would make all of those micro decisions. I didn't need to run that by anyone at all. And so it used to be something that I didn't even really think about. You know, it was like, okay, we need a cover page. She said fall, I'll do this, you know. But now I share the process with you guys so we can make those decisions together. Okay, I'm thinking maybe November here in our same calligraphy. What we need on this page is a title and a notes section, so and then some doodles. So for January, we made it look like this, title, notes. Let me find another month. March looked like this. April was like this. So let's think here. I'm picturing November in our same font from the title page. The pre-made one, do they all have the sardines in the book? Yes, all of the pre-made ones have all the same pages. So for all of them, September is sardines month. They all have the same months in the pre-made pages. Okay. Yes, I can show you October. I'm just trying to think here, you guys. What should we do with notes and doodles over here? We could lean more into the sticker thing and maybe layer a couple washi tapes and then do some stickers over here. What do you think? Okay, October. Yes, I can show October. So October was the Halloween theme. Got our title page, calendar, and then these are the weekly spreads. A leaf border. That's October. All right, I'm gonna start writing November up here. And that would be BER on that page is probably fine, but we'll see. Or just ER. Trying to see what tall skinny pumpkin for notes. We could. I just feel like I usually add like kind of, you know, the creases to a pumpkin. So I feel like if I don't add the creases, it's just gonna look like an orange blob, you know? We can. My default is almost never, let's turn this into a notes box, just because I feel like it makes whatever the thing is look kind of worse. You know, like it would just be an uglier version of a pumpkin because we wouldn't be able to add any details. No puzzle piece, thank you though for check-in. Okay, leaves as a border, tablecloth, washi. Oh, did Kristine say washi and stickers? Yeah, if Kristine has said something and I didn't notice because I was looking down, please let me know. If you can. The puzzle piece, sorry, a puzzle piece is, TikTok makes you slide a puzzle piece to prove that you're human. Just every now and then, and if you don't get it, it will close your live. So we have been victims of the puzzle piece quite a few times over here because my phone is above me, so I don't notice when the puzzle piece comes up. So people just try to remind me and help me check so that we don't get booted off so often because we've made that mistake a few times. Okay, we could do some washi and stickers down at the bottom part here and then carry over the kind of floating leaves and sparkles throughout the page. Maybe do like we could do a box with a gingham fill or something. I don't know. How does that sound? Notes box with a gingham fill, some washi and stickers, and then leaves and sparkles. Thanks for the follow. Okay, let's do oh yay, your journal got to you. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. Ah, come on. I did see the washi and stickers comment. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, let's do a gingham fill box here. So if we put and I think I might outline in the same deep red as our title. So it kind of pops. Oh, shimmy to the left, sorry. Okay, let's add a few more of these stickers, and then we gotta write notes on. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, because you guys kept saying tablecloth, and so this way we get the vibe of a tablecloth, but it's still definitely a notes box, you know? Okay, maybe I'll just fill the rest of the space with doodles. And I feel like a stamped on notes would look nice, hey? Like those typewriter sort of stamps. That's kind of what I'm picturing. Stamps, yes, okay, lovely. Yeah, I feel like that would fit this theme quite well. Thanks for the follow, Latasha. And Jamie, thank you. The personalized journals usually take me around a month to do. Lauren, yeah, I did have a request for that a few years ago and I made it for her, but I really did not enjoy the process and I never offered it again. Because I don't often outline things, like that's definitely not my forte, which is why I find the pre-made journal so much more difficult to make than these ones. So she asked for it, I did it for her, but I was not very happy with how it turned out because it's not my usual style. So won't be offering that anymore. Yes, I can show, I'll do a flip through once we're done stamping this in, sorry. We'll do notes. Alrighty, let me flip through this journal for you guys. They are typewriter font. We're basically typing it in. We're using Canva over here. Just kidding. Okay, let me flip through the journal for you. So this is Kristine's custom order. She ordered a 12-month journal starting in 2027. And we are going to do the yearly spreads yet. That's going to be our last step, but that's why there's empty pages at the start. January, she requested a wintry snowflake theme, so this is what we came up with. Oh, nice, Sasha Anna. Did you get a pack or just some individuals? Thanks for the follow, Michelle. Here are the weekly spreads that we did in January. February, the prompt was Brown Tabby. That's one of her pets, and it was also her birthday month. So we combined those two things and did this little birthday cat theme. For March, she wanted an Easter theme with a focus on Jesus, resurrection, crucifixion, all of that. So we did this fun little like craft paper theme with the white gel pen. And the weekly spreads look like this. So yeah, with the custom journals, the customer chooses the themes, the pages that they want, all that kind of stuff. So Kristine every month wanted a cleaning tracker. For this month, she wanted her dog and sort of a spring theme. She wanted a monthly cleaning tracker and then a 2-page calendar with a spot for notes. And then for her weekly spreads, she wanted all 7 days separate, which often I combine the weekend if people don't care. And so she wanted all 7 days separate and a spot for notes. So that's what we've been working with. 2 packs, buy one, get one for 50. Oh, nice. Pastel and cottage. Great choice. May, we did this little library and iced coffee theme. That was her prompt for this month. Again, here's the weekly spreads. June, her son plays baseball, so she wanted a baseball theme. So Ellie, the exact journals that I use are the ones from my shop, but the important thing for not bleeding through is thick paper and also what markers you're using. So these pages are 160 GSM. For me, that's a must. I know some people, if you're using more like stickers and stuff, it doesn't have to be that thick, but I use a lot of marker and like multiple layers. So I really go for the 160 GSM. The other thing is if you're using alcohol markers, they will bleed through no matter what. So no amount of thick paper is going to save you from that. So if you're using those, that's the root of your problem. But in general, 160 GSM is kind of what you want to look for. I do have these ones in my shop if you are interested, and the code livestream will get you 10% off. Thank you guys for the follows. Melody, Not and Honey, Kenzie, I appreciate that. September, the prompt was the Nebraska Cornhuskers football team. So that's what we did here. We've got one of their helmets here. And then Nebraska Cornhusk over there. Another helmet, the football. And I think this is my favorite doodle of the month, the little foam finger that you guys suggested. Sid, I use a lot of Tombow dual tip brush pens, but if you're looking for a good kind of starter pack, I would get the Crayola Super Tips. Way more affordable, you get tons of colors, and they're just a really good starter marker. October, we did a Halloween theme, and we did lots of stacked calligraphy in this month, which is always like my favorite way to do headings. So even though I'm not a huge Halloween fan, I actually really love this month, mostly because of the lettering. It was fun to do. Thank you for the order, whoever that was. Hey man, I never usually put this little paper up here, but I decided to try it this week. And we've got our little order progress up here. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I suggested the Crayola Super Tips. They, you probably had some or had a friend who had some in elementary school. Like, they're these ones, but they come in huge packs, like 150 or 100, and they have such beautiful colors, and they, yeah, they're much easier for learning, like coloring and calligraphy, as opposed to like the big soft brush tips, because they're almost like too flexible if you're just starting out. So that's why I like starting with these ones. And then that brings us to where we currently are, which is November. So we did this Dutch door Thanksgiving theme with just a bonus journaling page here because of the awkward kind of Dutch door thing. And then the usual calendar spread is next. And now we're about to start the weekly spreads. Oh, thank you, Amanda. So what weekly layout are we on now? For October, we used February's layout. Jamie, tutorials for like doodles and letters and stuff. I used to do a lot more specific tutorials. They're still on my YouTube channel. They're from years ago, but you could totally still check those out. And also all of these live replays are uploaded to YouTube the next day. So if you just, like if that's enough of a tutorial for you to just kind of watch me as I make it, then you can find any theme that I've ever done on live. The replay in real time will be there on YouTube for you. So this is the layout that we're using for the weekly spreads this month. I'm trying to decide what color to outline the boxes in. So this month we did a dark gray, whereas March, the other time we've used this layout, we did a black. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, if you are at all interested, my YouTube name is the same. It's just Rylee Autumn. And that one has more like targeted. I used to always post like 5 easy themes for April or whatever. And in those ones, I would do it like real time and like talk through everything I was doing, which I don't always do here on the lives because we're often talking about other things. Oh, there is a cleaning tracker for November. Don't you worry, right here. So color for the outline, we did black in March. We did a dark gray in July. There's been so many new followers today. Thank you guys so much. We could do the red. I like using a darker color often, although the light brown might actually be really nice too. Kat, thank you for the follow. Brittany, aw, thank you guys. It's great to have so many new people here. Okay, are you guys thinking the light brown or the darker brown? It's not a lot darker. The only reason I would hesitate to do the red is that I feel like I love the red so much that I would want to do all the headings in red. So I feel like that would just be a lot of red, you know, if we use it as the outlining color. Usually I like to choose an outlining color that we're not going to use for very many other things, you know. Lighter brown, darker brown, red, or black. Maybe we should do a poll. I wasn't going to do a poll about this, but now that we're getting into it, let's just do a poll. I can set one up here, Nicole. Custom, let's do 4 options. Okay, so you should see a little clipboard icon right below my name. That's the poll. The only way your vote will get tallied is if it's in there. So go ahead. We're gonna do option 1 is gonna be this dark red. We're choosing the outline color for these boxes, by the way. Option 1 will be the dark red. Option 2 is gonna be this light brown. Option 3 is gonna be this slightly darker brown. And then option 4 is gonna be black, which is what we did in March. So again, this is the weekly layout that we're doing, but using this theme instead. And so we're trying to choose a color for the box outline. So option 1 is this dark red, 2 is this light brown, 3 is this slightly darker brown, and then 4 is a black outline, like this one. Go ahead and cast your votes. I'm gonna start marking out the spacing while you guys vote, and then we will get into it. Oh, I need to actually go back to that month so I can remember my spacing. What was it? It was 7 centimeters from the top and same from the bottom, right? Yes. And we need 4 weeks in November because we included this week in October because it had Halloween in it. Option 3. Okay, option 3 was the darker brown, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, sounds good. 7. Two. 3. 4. Alrighty. So let's do our darker brown then. Oh, where's my vertical line here? Maybe I want to do vertical first on this one. Is that what I normally do? Yeah, I must. That would work better on this one. So let's do vertical first then. Because for Friday, Saturday, we do the long box. So that'll be a better starting point for me. Thanks for the follow, Teresa. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the FYP is treating us well today. We've gotten so many new people, so many new followers. Thank you guys so much for joining. My name is Rylee, and we are working on a full 12-month custom bullet journal for Kristine. I do about one of these journals a month, and this is my stay-at-home mom nap time and nighttime small business that I run to let me stay home with my kids. So I really appreciate your support. I do ship to the US, yes, through my website though, not through Etsy. So that's RyleeAutumn.com or linked in my bio. Aw, thank you, Amanda. You're so sweet. Honestly, I'm so glad that you guys give me the time of day. I feel like attention spans are so fried. I can't believe that so many of you will stay here for like an hour in a day. Like, I feel like people come on TikTok to linger for like 5 seconds. So the fact that you guys care enough and enjoy it enough to actually stick around means a lot. All right, so we've got kind of the bones of our weekly spread put in. Let me take a sip of tea here. So we're gonna do the dates and days of the week next. I'm not gonna do a poll on this, but what do you guys think? I know in this one we did kind of like a colored blob sort of situation. In this one we did big numbers with the stamp. Oh, sorry, the stamp is, or the goal tracker is my weekly orders. I've never done a paper like that. I feel kind of silly doing it, but I've seen other people do it, so I was like, oh, I'll try it. I'll see how it goes. This has been a very slow season. Now the busy season's over, it goes from like a dozen orders a day, which for me is a lot. For some people that doesn't sound like a lot, to like 5 orders a week. So I was like, maybe if I put this up, it will remind people that, you know, they can order if they want to, even though it's not busy season. So we could do the big numbers again, like we did last time. We could do the blobs, or we could like fill the top row with brown, like the same brown that we used here, and then stamp the dates onto there. I don't know. Any thoughts? I won't do a poll on this one, but maybe I'll just take one of the first ideas that is like, oh yeah. So yeah, we could do the blobs. Sky liked the big numbers. Chloe liked the color blobs. Okay. So it seems we're all equally torn. You like the brown, fill with brown, stamp brown at the top. Okay, I'm gonna do the brown at the top just because it's a little bit different. And I think that that would be a cute option. Yes, Megan. So this journal is Kristine's journal. So she chose all the themes. Whoever orders the journal, like I was saying earlier, they can be as general or as specific as they want. I have like a customer like Janelle. We made 2 journals for Janelle last year, and she only specified like 2 of the themes. She was like, for April, I want it to have to do with Hawaii, and for December, I want it to have to do with Disney. And other than that, we got to choose everything. So like, it really just depends on the customer. Some like to choose all the themes, but nothing else. They kind of leave everything else up to us. Some like to choose every little thing. And yeah, some like to give a lot of freedom. So it just depends And I only open one spot at a time, Tanya. And so the next one, since this journal is almost done, the next one will be opening next week, Tuesday. So it's first come, first serve, one spot at a time. It's on my website, RyleeAutumn.com. So if you're genuinely interested, go take a look at the listing and set a timer if you want to compete to get the spot. Yeah, this marker is getting a little dry. I think it will survive this theme, and I do have a backup if we do run out, but you can hear that it's not quite at its peak. You know what, Miranda? I do go through them pretty quick, but I feel like that's because I do a lot of extra journaling. You know, like I'm not just using them in my own journal, I'm coloring multiple full year journals. So I go through them quicker than average, but I don't know, I feel like they last a while. I only go through my favorite colors very quickly. There are some colors that I've had for years and they serve me well. Yeah, like my most used ones, I do need to replace like more than once a year, I would say, probably 2 or 3 times a year. But my more average used ones last me forever. Yeah, the tip definitely does get beat up after a while. Like you'll notice when you start a fresh marker, your calligraphy is like the downstrokes are quite a bit thinner. And then once it gets more broken in, they get thicker, but I don't really mind either way. So like if they're softer or firmer, I'm just kind of used to both. So it doesn't bother me that they get a little worn. Yes, those ones are the Tombow dual tip brush pens. Oh, hi, Emma. Thanks for watching. Do you have no school today? Or maybe, oh yeah, because it's a holiday for everyone, I think. So you better have no school today. Yes, the stamps are a game changer for me. This is my handwriting turned into stamps, so it saves me so much time. Amanda had school today. Oh, brutal. The holiday is different everywhere. In the States, isn't it President's Day? President's Day? I don't know what you call it. And then up here, it's like in some provinces, it's Family Day. Some provinces, it's, well, here it's Louis Riel Day. But yeah, it seems to be a holiday everywhere. They just kind of pick and choose a different name. Thanks for the follow, Penny. President's Day. I didn't know that till yesterday. Aw, your 3-year-old Beck. That's sweet. Thanks for joining. My 3-year-old is going to be waking up from his nap anytime. Well, he might already be awake, but his wake up sound goes in about 15 minutes. Oh, Rylee, yes, and the best spelling too, hey? Yeah, Kat, I don't know what's in this ink pad. It's a free ink pad that I got one time when I ordered some packaging from No Issue. But whatever it is, it's magic. Like, they never smear. You can color over them immediately. Like, again, I don't know. People always ask me for ink pad recommendations, and I'm like, I've literally never used anything else. I just got this freebie ink pad that is magic, and I don't know what's in it. I'm gonna guess like archival ink or something, because it's definitely not like a water-based ink, because then I feel like it would smear more or take longer to dry. Okay, I thought I only did 3 Thursdays. I was so confused because I was like, I'm sure I didn't stamp all 4 Thursdays, but I usually don't miss a page. There we go, Thursday. Sorry to leave you out. Favorite stationery store? I order all my stationery online, and I usually go to Stationery Pal or Journal Say, depending what I'm ordering. Stationery Pal has more variety of markers, but Journal Say is a bit cheaper, and they have all the Tombos if you like Tombos. But they don't have like the Zig brushables. That's basically the stationery that I get is like markers. I don't buy a ton of other stationery. Okay, if you have time, yes, I could probably, Amanda. Let me see, what time is it? Okay, does your order have personalizations? I can go check. I'll go check. Shopify likes to take about 1,000,000 years to refresh. So just give me a sec to let that load, and then I can let you know. Amanda. Cover design and name page. I am not sure if I'll have time for that today. I was gonna hop off in a few minutes because my son will be waking up. Will you be able to make it later in the week? Because if today's, like, if you can't make it Thursday evening, which is probably when I would pack them, then I can totally, okay. Sorry, I told my husband he's gonna go get my groceries for me. So I kind of need to be up when the boys, or done with this when the boys get up. Because they are definitely not allowed in my office. It's just pure chaos whenever I try to show them something in here. Okay, thank you. But yeah, Thursday evening is when I would default to doing all the orders. But if you tell me like earlier in the live, I'm willing to pause at any time and do your order. That's totally fine with me. The only reason I don't want to do it right now is just because I was just about to end so that I can be there when my boys get up. What day was that? 26, 27, 28. Is that right? Oh, I think I might be off by one. Where did I go wrong? 21, 22, 20. Oh, I did 2 22s. No problem. This is one of those white gel pen fixes because it's just tiny. 25, 26, 27. That's better. 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tomorrow, I was thinking probably evening, which would be whatever time it is for you right now, about 3.5, 4 hours later than this is when I typically start my evening lives. Thanks for the follow, Audrey. All right, let me give you a flip through. I know, I did, because I did 2 22s on this page, so I got the dates wrong. So I'm gonna go in with white gel pen and fix those ones, but I want to give you guys a flip through before I have to head out to be with my boys. So this is Kristine's 2027 12-month journal. So it starts in January of 2027. And she requested a wintry snowflake theme. Okay, perfect. Let's do that then, Amanda. Thanks for making that work. January. This is still one of my favorites. The cover page especially, like, it's just so soft. Then we've got a brown tabby theme, and it was her birthday month in February, so we kind of combined those two things. No, I know, Stacy, because, okay, so I guess I can just show you guys. So when I make a small mistake like this, the easiest thing to do is just overlap the numbers as much as possible and then erase the excess using white gel pen to cover it up. So this one was, what was this? This one was a 27. So I overlapped as much as I could of the 8 onto the 7. You can't even tell the 7 existed, so I don't need to do anything there. But here, this one was a 28 and I want it to be a 29. So I drew the stick of the 9, overlapping as much as I could with the 8. And then I'm gonna go in with white gel pen, color over the part of the 8 that we no longer need, and then take this same brown marker once the white gel pen has dried and color over the white gel pen, and it will be gone. So that's my method for dealing with mistakes like this. Again, this one was a 22, so I overlapped the new 3 as much as I could with the 2. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to color over what's not needed of the old 2, and then do that first with white gel pen and then with the brown marker. February, brown tabby theme. March, we had her Easter theme, which was very focused on Jesus and the resurrection. White gel pen, right now the Languo P600B is my favorite. I've used the Jelly Roll and the Uniball Signo in the past. They're good. Right now this one has been treating me better though, so I've been using this one for the past, I don't know, almost a year probably. April, we did her Rottweiler and this kind of spring theme. I know, I love April, even though I don't really like dogs. Love how April turned out. May, she requested a library and iced coffee theme, so we combined those two elements. No problem, Maria. We tried to do some iced coffee lettering up here with like the ice cubes and the kind of ombre and coffee beans. June, we've got a baseball theme. Her son plays baseball that month. I don't even remember the R. What was the R? Oh, thank you. July, we did a 4th of July theme with a bunch of fireworks on the cover page. And then just little 4th related doodles down here. We've got this cute little balloon dog. The hat. Popsicle. August, the prompt was back to school, so we have a backpack dumping out some school supplies. And then for the weeklies, we've got like a chalkboard and a note paper. September, the prompt was Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's their football team. And so we did one of their helmets here, some footballs, the like varsity lettering, and then some football related doodles up in the top corner. And then October is what we just finished last Thursday, the last time we were together. So we did this cute little Halloween theme. My favorite part, of course, is the lettering. I love doing fun lettering like that. So this is how, and I love how these weekly spreads turned out with the little like notes box and the characters. The journals actually are from my shop, RyleeAutumn.com. You can find them linked in my bio. And the code livestream will get you 10% off. I personalize all of them on live. So if you do order personalizations like charms or a name page or a cover design, we'll do that on the live stream later this week so that you can join us for that. And then today what we were working on is November. And the prompt for November was fall, turkey, Thanksgiving. So we did, she specifically requested a Dutch door for November. We've got our usual cleaning tracker, title page with a Dutch door. Then we just have a bonus page because of the Dutch door, and then her 2-page calendar with a notes box, and we're starting on the weekly spreads. So when we come back tomorrow, we're gonna figure out what we wanna do up in the top here, how we wanna write November, and then we wanna add some doodles and a notes box as well. So that's where we're gonna be at tomorrow. Let me pull you guys down for a second here. thank you guys so much for joining today. Thank you for all the new followers. I can't tell exactly how many, but I'm guessing this is a new record. So thank you all so much for joining and for supporting. Like I said, this small business is like what lets me live my dream as a stay-at-home mom. So I really am grateful that you guys are here and supporting. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow to do the November weekly spreads and then also start on December, which is going to be a Christmas theme. So you can join us. Oh, thank you, Lauren. My husband, well, he didn't attend Oxford, but he got this when he visited Oxford. But yeah, so we will be working on November and then December tomorrow, also personalizing orders. So Amanda, we can definitely do yours tomorrow. And if anyone else has an order that they would like personalized tomorrow, we can do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, the next custom journal is going to be available next week, Tuesday. And those sorts of announcements are mostly on my Instagram, on my stories and pinned highlights there. So feel free to join me there if you're interested. You can check my website if you specifically want to look into the custom journal and see if that's something that interests you. And then if you like watching bullet journal content, all of these live stream replays, I upload to YouTube as well. Rylee Autumn is my YouTube channel. So you can find live stream replays every day, as well as years worth of over 100 custom bullet journal flip throughs, hundreds of doodle tutorials, if any of that kind of stuff interests you. So thank you guys so much. I feel like I met so many new people, so I'm trying to just like spew out any information that you might need to know, but I hope that this is not the last time I see you and that you'll join us again later this week to continue working on the journals. Have a great rest of your Monday, everyone.